this is Todd Lindblad at our restoration facility, and I'm going to share with you 5 things you need to know when buying a Steinway. Why should you listen to me? I've helped thousands of people all across the world buy a Steinway. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for most people. It's a huge investment, so you want to make sure you do it right the first time. So what are the 5 things I'd like to share with you? One is going to be the different options: new, used, and restored. Also, we're going to dive into the condition of those 3 options. I'd also like to share with you that not all are equal. There's things that you need to know. There's pros and cons of each. Also, do your homework. Buying a Steinway can really look great, could sound great, but when you get it in your home, it can be a completely different story. And lastly, your options on where you should buy a Steinway from. Should you stick local? Should you look national? Exploring your different options and what would be a good opportunity. So, first of all, there's 3 different types of Steinways you can buy. 1 is a new Steinway, 2, used, and 3rd, a restored. Let's start with new. When looking to buy a new Steinway, you know what you're getting. Everything's brand new, from the finish, to the cabinet, to the harp, to the action. Everything plays and sounds like a new Steinway should. You don't really need to do a lot of homework. You walk in, you see, you play it, you love it, you buy it. The only negative is the sticker price. A brand new Steinway can cost $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000. So for a lot of people, it can be not even an option to consider. And also, there's typically a short warranty. You spend all this money, if you have problems in 10, 15, 20 years, it may not be covered. So take that into consideration when looking to buy a new Steinway. Second option is a used Steinway, which is very, very popular. Why? Because it's a lot cheaper. You could save yourself half as much, maybe even 70% as much on a used Steinway. When looking to buy a used Steinway, here are the things that you really need to look out for. 1, the soundboard. The soundboard can crack very easily if the piano's been in a situation that the humidity hasn't been monitored, or it's fluctuated from humid to dry. The soundboard more than likely is going to crack. That can be a very expensive thing to fix. Also, you need to see the condition of the strings. So the strings rusted. Are the strings even holding a tune? If it's not holding a tune, again, you may need to replace all the strings, the damper felts. It's just not a simple thing where you're just going to replace the strings in it. Now, a Steinway should last you about 60 years. If the piano is already 20, 30 years old, it's already halfway through its life. You've spent all this money, you may only get another 15, 20 years out of it. So understand that, yes, you're saving a lot of money by not buying a new one, but you also now you have lost half its life. Some of the benefits of buying a used Steinway: again, all the parts are Steinway and it's all original. You can kind of know what you're getting. You just need to make sure that the parts that are there are still in good condition. If you're buying a used Steinway and you're buying it privately, it's probably not coming with a warranty. So you have to be careful that you've done your homework, that you're having maybe possibly checked out by an expert. You might want to consider buying a used Steinway from a dealer. At least you know you're getting a warranty. Some dealers will give you a 5-year, 10-year, even a 20-year warranty. And make sure you check the finish, the soundboard, the pin block, just to make sure all those are in good condition. I can't tell you how many times I've bought used Steinways that were 20 years old that we brought in here, only to find out the soundboard was cracked, the finish was worn, the strings were rusted, not holding a tune, and having to sink thousands and thousands to get them into condition where I could then go resell. So the 3rd option to consider is a restored Steinway. What is a restored Steinway? It's a Steinway that's 50 years old, it's 100 years old, that's been restored. Typically in a restoration, what we do is that we'll refinish the cabinet, strip off the finish, start from the bare wood, and build up a brand new finish onto it. We'll also replace or repair the soundboard, replace the strings, replace the action. The action consists of whip bits, shanks, flanges, hammers, back checks, key bed felts, all these different parts, and that all gets replaced with new parts. In essence, what we do, and what a restoration company does, is that they strip off all the parts that are in the piano, keep the cabinet, keep the harp, and everything else then gets replaced with new parts. In the end, you're buying a new Steinway, in essence, at half the price. For that reason, it's a very popular option. If you're having the right craftsman, the right parts, to the right spec, it could be an opportunity to really save yourself a lot of money and get enormous value, because the quality is like brand new. When it comes to restorations, not all are equal. You need to really find out who did the restoration, what parts were used, and how long they've been in business. Are they reputable? Finally, when you're looking to buy a Steinway, don't limit yourself just to the local area. Steinways can be shipped nationwide pretty inexpensively. So if you're online, you find a Steinway, and it's, say, across the country, it might be worth hopping on a flight going to check it out, maybe having a technician check it out. A piano can be shipped for $500, $1,000, $1,500, but when you're looking to maybe save 30, 40, 50,000, it's one of those things that you can save yourself a lot of money when looking to buy a Steinway. 5 things looking to buy a Steinway: consider new, used, restored. 2, consider the condition. Do your homework. Find out what the condition is. Don't just take it for what the person's telling you. 3rd, do your homework whenever you're buying it from. If it's private, there's really not too much homework you can do other than getting the piano inspected. If you're buying from a dealer, find out how reputable they are, what's their reputation like, what's their warranty like, and also consider Steinways from all around the country. If you can find one that's across the country, again, it can be easily shipped and keep it pretty inexpensive.